So this is where the village people are coming on Monday. They have to, I don't know. They have something to do with the electric meter. So I don't know what they're going to do with it. But all I know is I'm going through this village people episode. And I wanted to show you something here that I think you'll find pretty amazing. Okay, a lot of snow out there, right? This is called a Healthy Line Taj healing mat. Yeah, those are glowing. And you can put this on your bed or your wherever, right? They have smaller ones too. I'm letting it heat up. These have smooth jade, and you can see there's amethyst crystals. Isn't that awesome? And infrared. So this is a healing mat. And you can set it to whatever temperature you want to set it to. Now, I have a couple pads under it. But, I mean, it makes a really nice Christmas gift. I actually put it in one of my chats that I wanted to have a, I put it in one of my chests that it makes a nice gift for somebody. I think if you're looking for Christmas gifts this year or Hanukkah gifts, I think it's always good to give something that people can eat that's not too high in fat and sugar and salt. You know, like maybe some wild salmon or something, right? And anything that could help their lives. You know, like right now I'm really into solar lanterns. So I'm researching solar lanterns. So, sorry about that, guys. I'm finally smart enough to move my walker in here so that I could get up on his healing mat because I haven't had a treatment. So, but yeah, I mean, it feels good to sit up here right now with the two mats. Before I just had one mat because this mat is so heavy. So if you want a smaller mat, like for your couch or your chair, don't get the big one. Don't get this one that goes all the way down the back of your, body, because they're heavy. Like I had to have help putting this on here. So, I mean, it's really heavy because of all the gemstones. But what's happening is the infrared is penetrating through the violet amethyst crystals and the tourmaline crystals. I think there's one more, too. Oh, and let me show you. It comes with this changer. See that? So you just plug it in. And then you can control, like, the temperature. You can control different settings in there. So right now we're going to just do a meditation, and then I'm going to lay down on this mat. Let me see if I can get this to stay here like this. Yeah, this looks okay. All right, so like I said, we're going to meditate for whatever we want to focus on to kind of like heal, right? So whatever your topic is, we're already starting meditation, okay? So I'll probably just do a heart clearing, but you should be sitting down for this and just allow your body to spin in a golden spiral. You know how to breathe already, in through your nose and out through your mouth? So this is the time of our healing. This is the time of our ascension, ascension within ourselves. Everybody looks to the outside, but you have to feel like what's going on the inside. And then whatever you clear up and you clean out on the inside, from major chakras, right, then you can heal. And you can truly heal. So I think that's what it means to walk into a miracle, is when you can truly heal. So this is the healing time right now. Today is a Grand Cross. Look it up online. There's some amazing astrologers online. The Grand Cross, North Node, South Node. Mercury, I think, and another planet, 13 degrees. So look that up. And just stay in this healing cross today. Stay in this healing cross. Today is a full moon. Yeah, full moon. Okay, in Gemini. So it's a lot of mental energy, a lot of spiritual energy, a lot of energy like moving very quickly, right? So we want to make sure that we stay in our centers. Okay, we're going to go back into meditation. So you might feel your body vibrate. That's the golden spiral. It kind of undulates like a snake. Like I think of Britney Spears, one of my favorite pictures of hers. She should put that on all her stationery. She should do like branding. I think that's what Britney Spears needs to do. She needs to channel her energy into creating branding for amazing products that are adorable. I think she could do it. She still has the spirit of her child alive if she doesn't get bogged down by depression. So she's got to let that blow over in 2025. But yeah, I am going to do predictions for 2026. So that was my first one. I guess I'm still seeing it for 2025 though. And, you know, a lot of you, I was going through this like throat clearing chakra thing where I was hacking up phlegm, and I really haven't done that lately, but I've introduced mullein into my coffee. So I'll do that maybe 5 days a week, you know, maybe 4. I don't know. I was doing it every day for a while, but that'll help with the healing of your lungs at this time. So you can ask your doctor about it. Well, I guess I'm an herbalist trained by my mom and my grandma, but I don't have an official license of herbology. So if you're looking for that, then you find that, okay? And then you can ask them about mullein. Yeah, one time this lady, she gave me a pair of beautiful earrings. Her name was Lisa. And she said I was the only one that cured her of pneumonia, because I put together this whole formula for her. That was way back when. So yeah, let's do a little more meditation, okay? It's one of my paintings I did. I love the colors in it. I painted it in around 2 other French artists. Well, one was French. He was an artist too. I mean, they were amazing. They drank wine, and we drank wine and painted in this huge room. There were only 3 of us. It was the trilogy. So like I said, the Tride is the strongest structure on earth. If you're thinking of building a home, you know, look for a dome or look for the trilogy, right? Yeah, I need to start painting again. All right, let me do another healing meditation here. So this time, let's just clear out anything we don't need in our heart chakra. And then we're also going to clear all the way down into our Tanjian, around our navel. I think the birds eat my juniper berries, because they're always around here by the juniper and cedar tree. So this is a time, like, we should call in blessings for ourselves and our families, okay? Try to pull together as much as you can as a family, even if you just have to what is that called, like Zoom or something like that, right? So if you have to do something like that, just go ahead and do it. But I think this is a good time to pull together with your community, to pull together in your own life. I know I still have tons of papers to go through, so I am going to have to start this sooner than later. But I wanted to get at least a treatment in on my Healthy Line mat. So if you could get one of these, you know, or ask maybe one of your relatives to get you one of these, you should first do your research online. Healthy Line, THA. Because they have different models, okay? Sometimes don't you look at pictures from the past and wonder what happened to these people? These are some old college friends. I was so blessed to have this group of people in my life. Bruce Freed, Vonnie. I mean, there were so many people that were so amazing in my life. So this is also the time that we should put them in this last meditation. People you haven't seen in a while, because we're still in Mercury shade. Let me move this forward a little. Sorry about that. I just don't want to crack the screen. I've been trying to be really good about my phone, because you should have seen the last one I replaced. It had about 3 cracks in it before I replaced it. All right, so the people we haven't seen in a while, because we're moving in now, we're transiting into a new year. So this is the time that they say 2025 is a 9-year. No matter what happened in the past, stays in the past. It's transformed. It's healed. We're letting go. So if you can focus on that, then you're going to have the message. You're going to have the message for 2026. Because 2026 is a 1 year. Time for new beginnings. So you want to have new beginnings in your life. If that means realigning yourself with a new tribe of people, then that means realigning yourself with a new tribe of people. So, but you need to create beauty and love in your life and music. And buy some Santo Paulo incense. This incense, see it's in my little incense burner there with the star on it. Santo Paulo, Paulo incense. I did that after my plumbers, well, I did it while my plumbers were here. I burned some sage that I had to purify the air. I had my air filter on, that's electric, burned some sage, and burn some Santo Paulo incense. So that, like, you want to purify your place where you are. And even if you have to just go outside in the sunshine for 5 or 10 minutes. That's what I vowed to do. When it's 9 degrees outside, I could do 10 minutes. I can do 10 minutes without a coat on, because I have 2 sweaters on. So that's like perfect for me to go out and feed my birds. Oh, we're not so much in the head today. You know what? I'm sitting on this mat. I think this mat is charging me up, and I'm sending out energy here. Wow, this is my little battery I'm sitting on. This is amazing, because we're clear. Clear for landing. Now, for clearing, see, I still have a little bit left, right, in the lung chakra. So when you're clearing like that, I don't know, like I said, talk to your doctor, talk to your nutritionist, talk to your herbalist. But I really like mullein. I think mullein should be in your medicine cabinet. There's a lot of things you need to transform in your medicine cabinets. As you evolve, you'll see that a lot of these drugs you don't need, that they have a lot of side effects, and there's a lot of herbs that you could take that are going to be more healing than all the pharmaceutical drugs on the planet. Okay, so, we have to be wise here. We need pharmaceuticals sometimes in an emergency, right? But we have to be careful of what we're putting into our body and what we're dumping into the environment. This is our time to become more conscious. I have to show you this one picture. I had a crush on him, but he was a smoker. I don't date smokers. Listen to this. This guy over here, look, we were in China walking around. He climbed up in a statue, I swear. I go, oh my God, Michael, what the hell are you doing? Let's not get arrested by the Chinese police. We took a lot of risks back then. But that's a great picture, right? So he was amazing. He used to work, like, he told me he used to work in the merchant marines, yeah. So one day he went wandering all over Shenzhen, and I was bored, so I went with him. I had no idea where I was. I mean, I get lost. I'm not good with space, right? I'm not good with that kind of space. But I just followed him around Shenzhen. Yeah, that went underwater with some of the floods. So I was happy I was there in 1988. So God bless China, I mean, God bless all these countries that are having so many problems. So let's focus on the whole world, and let's focus on more rapport with our intergalactic people. I should have put a picture of Ashtar up here. He was my first intergalactic contact. All right, so let's do meditation. I don't know how you feel about the intergalactic community, but It's happening. That's all I can say. All right, so let's just go right into the spiral. And then I'll let out any messages if any messages arise, okay? All right. So you might also feel something around your shoulders. Like if you have a tendency, to carry, a lot of tension, you could stretch your head gently to open up your sternocleidomastoids, right? So as you do this meditation, and also the lung chakras, you could take your thumbs and massage your lung chakras. Yeah, so I still see, did I have cheese? I don't even know if I had cheese this week. I think I cut back on cheese, whipped cream. Had whipped cream today. Oh, I had ice cream yesterday. See, there you go. Bingo. So this is not a good time for eating cold ice cream because it's very clogging. It's not a good time. It's good for an apple pie with some whipped cream. Something hot, some baked apples, So, and the baked apples will nourish your digestive system. It's not a good time for salads because salads are very cold. Okay, we're going to do one more meditation. So those were the messages that came through. And then I'm going to lay down on my mat and take a break here and recharge. Healthy line. So open up your angel wings, your shoulder chakras, your neck chakras. Oh, yeah, your neck chakras. Somebody just released on the left. Wow. Somebody just released right on the left. I felt it in my body. Yeah, just let yourself adjust, I mean, this is what I'm learning about this golden spiral. Yeah, you do bliss out in it, and you should do meditation without me or with me, online or without, whatever. But the one thing about the golden spiral, like we're doing it now, you're going to feel where you need to release in your body. I don't think I emphasized this before. So right now, a lot of us are releasing in our heart chakra. It's a very emotional month, December. Trials with relatives, trials with parents, just trials all around. But, we're moving to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, is a knight in shining armor. And he's going to bring in protection for us. Especially we're in the Grand Cross. 13 degrees. That's what someone said. I'm going by that, baby. I'm going by effect. Because I'm no professional astrologer. I'm going by what someone said. And I forgot who that someone was. All right, so let's see what else we can find. So we're releasing in here. And then you want to take your left arm and just kind of stretch it out. And just reach and reach and reach and then reach over your head. And just allow yourself to release. And then breathe in, come back down. Make your balance. Okay? Put this hand down, and now you're going to take this hand and go to this side. Reach. Try to balance, to your left or your right without putting your hand down right away. It gives you a little more torque on the right side. Then maybe do that 1 or 2 times. And then on the third one, fully stretch, but put your hand down for support. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to do that. That's like a little warm-up, right? So that's like a little warm-up when you stretch. Let's do a couple more on the other side, and then we're going to do another meditation. Oh, I'm so glad I'm sitting on this healthy line. See, that's the thing. If you get a smaller version of the healthy line, you can sit on it. And really try to stretch through, you're sending chi or receiving chi through your fingertips. All right, now I haven't told you about that movie on Netflix. Oh my God, it's the cutest movie. My oldest son and I watched it. It was called Jingle Jingle Heist. I could watch it again. You know, there's certain movies you can watch over and over again, right? All right, so let's do one more meditation. Let's focus on all the children that they're rescuing, that they get the best help that they need. So sad. Just allow your heart to open and send out healing love and energy to these people. And, you know, maybe some parents will actually get their kids back. That's what I'm hoping for. Some of these children will be reunited with their parents. So let's pray for our children. Let's pray for our village people that are going to be in my life for a while now, because I have a part ordered for my shower head upstairs, and I also have an electric box that's probably going to go through a change out. Oh, and that's what I wanted to talk to you about too. If they put in a smart meter, because I don't have one, then I am going to have to look up a device that you could put on the back of that wall or that side of the wall right off my kitchen, which I don't like. Because, you know, those things put out radioactivity. Now, so there are devices, though, that you can buy that will ameliorate, like totally negate, that energy from the smart meter. So we have to balance out the electrical that comes into our home. Okay? So don't forget that. And I guess I will do some research. I still haven't taken a picture of that pink tree, that disgusting pink tree. But like I said, you can look it up on 1-800-Flowers under Harry and David, and it's called a pink frosted tree. Do not buy that tree. Okay. Totally toxic. Big mistake. What did I do? I bought it under Mercury retrograde. That means a return, right? So, you know, I got to be more conscious about buying stuff under Mercury retrograde. Because I was going to buy my friend a lantern, a solar lantern, and I said, no, I'm going to wait till Mercury, till the 20th. That's when I'm going to wait. This is a full moon. I'll wait for the new moon. And that's supposed to be good a financial time, too, for everybody. So if you're thinking of doing anything financially, they say the 19th to 20th. But yeah, I think for Christmas this year, I want to be really practical, buy people food or spices or good oils or a good bottle of wine or a good, just something they can use, like a solar lantern. You can get these solar lanterns and you put the panels up, and even on a cloudy day, it stays charged. So I think that's really good. I'm going to have to order one. So it's good it's a generator. It's like under 24 pounds. So I would recommend getting something like that. Because look what happened to my pipes already, right? So he had to put a whole new pipe in. It cost me $436. I was just praying it'd be under $500, you know. But they were here for almost 3 hours trying to figure out, you know, how they could do this in the fastest way possible. So let's do one more short meditation. But they even brought in a liquid they poured down it. That didn't work. He had to actually literally go downstairs. I couldn't find it down there. But I'll have to go down there and look again. But he had to go down there and they had to cut out a part, I guess, and then put in another part. So I said, he goes, you know, you have really bad pressure in your hot water system. So he's going to give me a contract, but I'm not signing any contracts under Mercury retrograde. So you can ask for a contract, but don't do any, okay, this is just in my opinion, I'm a nerd. I'm an astrology nerd. So you already know that. So it's based on my information that I researched and listened to online. And they said to do not do any kind of contracts right now until after the 20th. So I'm just telling you what I learned, and I have made mistakes right now, especially with that pink tree that I bought under Mercury retrograde. All right, so let's do one more meditation and just put in your heart, open up your heart, and so I want to get us from the shoulders up to the, because I felt that we needed to release a lot in the shoulder area and the neck area. All right, so let's see if we can get it up into the neck and the head area, okay? Because that's when you really start to bliss out in meditation. Otherwise, you're just working through the other chakras. But that's okay, too, because there's always stuff that gets stuck. And sometimes we take on sacrifice for other people, which we shouldn't do anymore, because that's Piscean age. So you need to let that go. You need to be in the age of Aquarius, which is brotherly love. You can help people get what they need, okay, not just what they want. All right, so we need to help people out in the world. We need to help out ourselves. And we need to declutter. We need to declutter our environment. So, you know, I hope to do that this winter. But already, look what I'm dealing with, the village people. But love your village people. I told him it wasn't for, and this little kid, I call him a little kid, he was probably in his 20s. He came all the way from South Africa, this blonde kid with blue eyes from South Africa. Because, there's a lot of white people living in South Africa. All right, so, because I knew he had an accent. I go, where are you from? Because it kind of sounds a little bit Australian. He goes, I'm from South Africa. Ethan from South Africa. All right, so if you need to run to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. I'm already sitting on this mat. This mat is amazing, amazing. It's finally heating up. And this goes right down to my joints. So I don't mind that I'm sitting up right now and not lying down, because I need to put that energy into my hip chakras. Like I said, everybody's working with their sacroiliac joint. Okay, so we're going to move up now. It's already starting from the sacroiliac joint. So you might feel some energy come up your leg. That was one thing I felt a while ago, and you might feel it again. Sometimes when all your chakras are opening up, it starts in the feet. And then you might get, or if you're in a church where there's an icon, you might feel like this jolt of energy go up your feet. I felt it really, really strongly one time. And I was graced, and it was an amazing time. I really should put that in my book, call it Amazing Grace. All right, so let's go into our last meditation, and I'm going to take a snooze here on my healing mat. And then the one thing I want to re-mention is while you're meditating, you're going into deep meditation, because we're in the higher chakras now, you might hear some kind of sound. And I talked about this before. You might hear crickets, sleigh bells, just a regular bell, a gong. I don't know. I remember when I kept going into meditation and practicing, I remember this. I love the sleigh bells. So, well, I hope, hey, it's December. Maybe you guys will get to hear the sleigh bells. But then you get to this part in your meditation, which we're going to go into again, where you're going to feel like maybe some energy more over the top of the head or in the third eye, throat chakra. So, or on the top of your head. So if you're so inclined, you could go up to the top of your head today. All right, so we're going to go back into meditation. I just want to remind you of the sound, current, nam. So namaste. And then the sound turns into this classical musical piece that's way beyond classical musical piece. It becomes an indescribable, beautiful sound. It's beatific. And like I said before, you might feel some energy in your fingers, your feet, because people that are on this channel with me, they're sensitive. They're empaths. It's a good time to burn up any crap energy between now and the end of December. So let's breathe into our lower chakra. Got to bring it down from the top to the lower one, Tanjian. Let's burn up some of that stuff, okay? So this is a harder breathing, contraction. We're going to do 7 of these. Okay, we're going to do one more. Slowly. And slowly out. And let's just put our hands over our lower chakras, our tanjian, under the navel, around the navel. And when you do the breathing through your abdomen like that, I mean, that helps you to get rid of a lot of gunk in meditation. Okay? Because it gets stuck. All that energy gets stuck in the lower chakras. That's, you know, the red and yellow chakras. Think about fire. Think about passion. So I'm going to give you those clues, right? You know, no matter what happened with that energy, it is stuck. And you don't have to keep revisiting it. You can just allow it to go. Okay, let's go into one more silent meditation. We'll see if it stays silent. It's very chatty today, right? But yeah, I hope that today you feel into the love. I mean, like I said, this is a Grand Cross day. This is a Grand Cross. So I'm just staying here. I'm going to stay in my room, and this is what I have to organize. I mean, some of it's coming along, you know, because remember it used to be in the other room, right? So there's the other room. So now I have to get through doing all this stuff. I have to get through figuring out what to do with all this stuff. So yeah, it's a mix. But, you know I'm taking care of my home right now. And I know that it's about balance. You have to take care of your home. You have to take care of your spirit, right? You have to take care of your families, whatever, right? All right, let's do another meditation. See, this is pretty, right? I love this painting. I could do another one like that. It's totally from my imagination, but I did experience cattails. Actually, you know what? That would make a cute picture for a chapter in one of my book, in my book, the cattails. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to structure my book. I mean, a lot of people when they write books, they structure it according to chapters. I don't know if that's really my system. I think I'm more of an alphabetical order type of person, you know. All right, so let's go into our last meditation. Oh, this is feeling really good. See, I turned it really high. The temperature, I have it at 151 infrared or whatever the stuff is. And see, so what it's doing, it's taking the energy. Here, let's look at this one more time, then we'll do meditation. You could get one of these for yourself for Christmas. And then if you get one for yourself for Christmas and it's really good for arthritis, pain, that's why I kind of got it. Then write to the company and say, hey, I was motivated by this YouTube person. And she was one on your Healthy Line mats, and I bought one for myself and I love it. And you know what else helped me this week is I did acupuncture on my knees this week, and I left the needles in for almost an hour, maybe 45 minutes. But you know what? It really helped my knees a lot. I have 5 acupuncturists on the spirit side, and I swear they were here the other day when I was doing my acupuncture treatment on myself. And this one acupuncturist on the other side, I don't know if you guys knew him, his name was Jim Ramholtz, but he always said, I'll never forget him, I never got to know him. He died, I guess, of a heart attack. It was sad. I traveled out to Colorado and I hung out with him, and I had a bad omen. I was going to eat a spoonful of brown rice because the atmosphere was perfect. I was sitting across from him with my child, and I think it was Dhruva. And then I pulled out some hair, and I said, oh no, if you get hair in your food, that's why when I cook, I pin all my hair back. I don't like these broadcasters or these newscasters that are like this, and they're stirring up stuff. That's disrespectful. You're supposed to be respectful of the food that you cook. So anybody who's on Hallmark or any of these movies, and don't just blame it all on Merkel, you know. She's cute. She just needs to learn some stuff. You know, I mean, everybody's picking on everybody. We can't go into the new year picking on everybody. We have to like look at, I remember when I used to write IEP charts for students, you know, they always say, what are their strengths? What are their weaknesses, right? And we all have strengths and weaknesses. So let's focus on our strengths, not just on our weaknesses. We can transform our weaknesses, but let's focus on our strengths, okay? All right, one more meditation. You might feel this work with your digestive system. Yeah, definitely working with the so we're letting go. So this would be more the red light, the orange light, more the orange light. So we're letting go of that. We'll go move more into a pink light, right? Without so much tension and passion, like overly passion, right? It's going to come out into more a caring, love, soft pink, vibrant pink. So the energy I want you to just see around you, okay, is a pink light. You know, I thank you for allowing me to meditate with you and do the Reiki healing on you. And remember to, you know, find some joy in your day, right? You have to find some joy in your day. Because if you don't find, you know, joy in your day, then what is life worth to me? I mean, you have to find some joy and some beauty in your day. Love you guys. Stay in your heart.